All right, today we're going to take a look at my inversion table, as you can see right here. If you don't know what an inversion table is, basically it is a tool to help with back issues. Basically what you'll do is you'll just install yourself into this table, and then you can turn yourself upside down, or at least some degree of upside down, and inverts the pressure that you would typically have on your spine when you're just living day-to-day life, walking around. So let's go ahead and take a look. So the inversion table that I have, it is a Teeter. That's the name of the brand right there, Teeter. And then this is the model that I have called HINGES. So when you buy this particular inversion table, you do have to put it together. Mine came already put together, so I don't really have a good experience on that, but supposedly they're pretty easy to put together. So let's go ahead and look at each individual part. So when you're buying an inversion table, probably the most concerning part is the foot installation system. So with Teeter, they have a pretty good model. They have a couple of different variations on how you lock your ankles in. This is the one that I have. So basically when you stand inside of the inversion table, the bottoms of your feet are gonna go right here. This part right here will cover the top of your ankle. And then it has these kind of cool ankle supports here. So these are made of like a thick rubber, and it's fairly soft, but it's firm enough to hold you in. Again, this is going to cover the top of your ankle. This is going to go towards the back of your ankle, and then this is going to be the step that you put your foot on. So once you're installed here, then you're going to pull this lever up, and then this bar will lock down closer onto your ankles. All right, so here I am. So basically I have this set up pretty high, so I can just slip my foot right in here through the side. And then the second one. So my ankles are set back here. And then also they recommend you wear shoes just to kind of hold your feet in. All you do is you pull this lever back, and then your feet are locked in like so. Here on the side, this is an optional feature that you can buy. So it has these handles right here. So when you flip upside down, it's pretty easy to lift yourself back up, but the handles give you a little bit more support when you're going to bring yourself back upright. Basically, you just want to choose what your height is. So right here is inches, right here is centimeters. So right here is going to be 4'9", 4'10", 4'11", and then right here is 5 foot. And then you just keep going up from there, 5'1", 5'2", and it just moves all the way up. I happen to be 5'11", so that's why I have the indicator right here. You want to be sure to set that up correctly, because that way you have the most amount of leverage, and the table is set up like a seesaw. So here's where your back is going to go, right here on this blue portion right here. This is a hard plastic. If you've ever thrown a Frisbee, that's basically the type of plastic that this is. It's got these little holes in here. They have a couple of bumps or spikes that you can install in here, and that way when you're laying on it, it gives you a little bit of acupressure. I don't have those, I didn't opt for that, but if you like that, then that's just something else that you can purchase with this. So this is the rotating joint of the inversion table, basically the center of gravity. When you move the table, that's where it's going to rock. So it's got a couple of heavy-duty bolts in there, as you can see. Whatever inversion table that you buy, you want to make sure that it's secure. So the inversion table can fold up slightly, but not by too much. But once you have it down, these are the bars that hold it wide open. You can actually fold it up a little bit. It doesn't fold up too far though. This belt right here is set up to prevent you from going all the way upside down if you wish to do so. If you're using an inversion table, you probably don't want to go upside down immediately. You kind of want to work up to it. So here's the tension belt again. So right here's where your feet would go. Up there is where your head would go. And there's the belt. So we'll go ahead and flip it upside down. As you can see, this belt is connected right there at the bar. And then once you get up high enough, and the belt will just catch, and that prevents you from going all the way upside down. But if you remove this easy latch right here, then this will be free to go all the way upside down. Okay, here we go. Here's some of the instructions, the owner's manual that comes with it. They recommend you leave this attached, so I have done so as well. There are a lot of warnings associated with this, so just be sure to pay attention to the warnings. Also check with your doctor to make sure it's okay. So here's a couple more warnings right here. Don't sit up. That's what it looks like if you're all the way upside down, which I haven't done yet. This is how you pull yourself up if you're all the way upside down, because it does have a slight locking mechanism. And keep your elbows in. So one thing you want to be aware of with this particular machine, or actually any inversion table, is it does take up a lot of room. If you are working in like a small apartment or limited space, just make sure that you know that it's not just the floor space that you need, but this thing rotates, so you're going to need a lot of air space as well. So in front of the machine and the back of the machine, you probably want to leave about 1 foot. I actually really like this machine. I had a friend who has one. I tried it at their house and I just fell in love with it because, again, I have lower back pain. So this thing really helps out a lot. Towards the end of the day, if I'm out doing a lot of walking, I have a lot of back pressure in my lower back. So I usually hop on this thing any chance that I get. I usually only stay in it for maybe like 1 or 2 minutes. If I have more time, then I guess I would stay in there for longer. I guess it's something that I have to build up to. But even with 1 or 2 minutes in this thing, it really relieves a lot of lower back pressure. Really feels like it stretches my spine out and decompresses my spine. But yeah, hopefully you found the video interesting and useful. If so, be sure to click thumbs up and be sure to subscribe for more videos. Thanks a lot. See you on the next video.